bill. Members, I just want to make a couple of comments about the important vote which we are about to take. A lot of noise around ancillary issues, some that are important, all which deserve their merit, all which have an opportunity and will have an opportunity to be discussed and fairly vetted at the right time. I will say, for the counties in particular, I hope we don't continue to talk about a $90 million cost. That's something the Secretary of State said without actually doing a real analysis of what the actual cost is. If you tell the counties it's going to cost $90 million, they're going to bill us $90 million. But know that we will reimburse the counties the amount that is consistent with the cost of the election once the election is held, and we intend on making sure that that is addressed. So even though those amendments were laid on the table, we want to express the utmost respect to everyone that expressed the need to make sure that the counties get the funds that they need for the cost of the election. I only wish that we were just as concerned to make sure that we can reimburse the counties for the cost of providing services to the poor, to the needy, to the disabled, and all of the great services that are provided at our county levels. And look forward to work with everybody here to making sure that we can fulfill that promise to fully and adequately fund the counties in every respect, not just in the area of the cost of this election. I do want to say that the vote today is an important vote, and it's an exciting vote for one main reason, and that is that when Californians go to the polls on February the 5th, they will have an opportunity to play on a presidential scale, on a national level, to help determine the outcome of who the next nominees for the office of the presidency of the United States are going to be. Once we vote on this, gone will be the days when California voters are sideliners waiting for that election in June, and at one point was back in March when we kind of sat there and watched on TV as New Hampshire and Iowa and South Carolina and all these other states, who in their own right have the opportunity to say our voices need to be heard. And then here we were as Californians telling our voters that our votes mattered. But yet, when they went to that poll and deposited that vote, the fact of the matter was that that primary election was already predetermined by other states who used their prerogative wisely. Today, we have an opportunity to use our prerogative wisely to say to voters in California that they are as important as the voters of New Hampshire, that they are as important as the great caucuses of the state of Iowa, that they're as important as voters in the state of South Carolina, where that state gets back from the federal government $1.35 for every dollar they pay in taxes, while we sit here on 79 cents on the dollar, as Mr. Calderon said in his opening. Members, today we take a proud voice on an issue that stands on its own. Californians will have an opportunity to look at the candidates square in the eye and say, where do you stand on the issues that I as a Californian care about? So to that voter in San Diego and Orange County and the Bay Area has an opportunity to go to the polls and say, I have a voice, and that voice will not only be heard at that polling place, that voice will travel across the nation, because we, by taking this vote, are putting California squarely in the front center stage of the national political debate. And so, members, it is with pride, it is with honor that I ask each and every one of you for an aye vote on this bill.